gleaning from the pain, agony, and success of hundreds of these precious people whom I have known over the decades. They are people just like you, and they have battled through the same crises you are now facing. I have created composite stories that will illustrate the marriage issues I have discovered from my years of counseling. The names and details of the stories are not real, but the issues in marriage these stories illustrate are very real and may give you hope for being able to resolve the negative issues you are facing in your own marriage relationship. I do this to show what's possible. If you are willing for your marriage to be a better marriage, fasten your seatbelt and hang on as you read this book. This is going to be fast-paced and extremely funny, but it will be as hard-hitting as the kick of a Missouri mule in the solar plexus. In addition to the information I will share in this section for men, each chapter will contain a special section for women titled Hints for Her. These hints will aid a woman in giving a man what he needs. Scattered throughout each chapter will be a parallel thought from my wife's section of this book, titled What Every Woman Wants in a Man. You will find similar comments from me scattered through the pages of her section of the book. As you read these parallel ideas, you will recognize clearly the differences in the way a man thinks from the way a woman thinks. These comments will be titled He Says and She Says. They demonstrate the essence of this book, and these clearly recognizable differences are the reason why we thought it was important to write the book together. At the end of each chapter, you will have an opportunity to ask God to help you make the changes necessary to become the husband He wants you to be. Use the prayers I have included, and then continue praying your own prayer, committing to Him to do the work necessary to give your wife the husband she wants. Welcome to What Every Man Wants in a Woman. After you read this portion of the book, written by me from my male point of view, be sure you flip over to my wife's portion, What Every Woman Wants in a Man. By learning the principles Diana and I will share with you in this book, you can build your marriage to be an affair-proof marriage that will sizzle with joy and excitement every day of your married life. Remember this, your marriage can be a better marriage, or it can be a bitter marriage. The choice is entirely up to you. Do not allow your past to control your future. You will never conquer or change what you refuse to confront. 1. Has your marriage lost its sizzle? There are 3 stages of marriage: lust, rust, and dust. Right now, you know into which category your marriage falls. In 46 years of pastoral ministry, I've married hundreds of couples in every conceivable format. I've married them in churches, in magnificent cathedrals, under oak trees on a family farm, in public parks on a beautiful spring day, and on ships at sea, with hundreds of our television Salt Covenant partners looking on during the John Hagee Ministry's annual cruise. I have never been to a wedding where the room was not charged with joy, hope, and a sense of absolute delight for the future. The scene is always similar, regardless of the setting. The bride is glowing like an angel. Her face is radiant with joyous, storybook expectations of the marriage she is about to speak into covenant. This is the pinnacle of her dreams. She holds the hand of the man she has chosen to be her partner for life and makes her covenant before God, saying, "I do." 6 months later, all hell breaks loose. She's in my office with tears dripping off her cheeks, gasping with convulsive sobs, saying, "What did I ever see in him?" The groom stands in front of me holding her hand tenderly, pledging before God and man that he will love, honor, protect, and provide for his radiant bride. She is to be the queen of his life. She is the one.